Hey guys, Frank here with a tip for practicing for your PMP exam. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. I give lots of advice for your PMP preparation and also lots of best practices and knowledge sharing for professional project and program managers. So I think you'll find that valuable. Today I want to talk about the PMBOK. So one of the questions that I get often for PMP exam preparation is, what are the resources that are good, and do I need to read the PMBOK? So I'm on PMI's website right now, and you can see these are all the foundational standards, and here's the PMBOK. And the PMBOK is a huge document, hundreds and hundreds of pages, and it's not a document that's designed for a learner. It's a document that's designed for someone that's experienced. And it's a set of standards. It's a guideline and a set of standards and rules, if you will. It's not a teaching document. So my advice is not to use the PMBOK as a learning tool. Now, you may want to get yourself a copy of the PMBOK. I'd recommend getting yourself a copy of the PMBOK, having it as kind of a reference. But to be quite honest with you, I took my exam back in 2014, I think, or 15, and I think 2015. And when I took the exam, I want to say I almost never used the PMBOK for exam preparation, and I did, of course, pass the first time. I used the PMBOK in the beginning. I remember I opened it up and I said, let me start going through it to see how helpful this can be for my prep. And I got X number of pages in, and I realized it's not suitable for learning. So I recommend you stay away from it from a learning perspective. Just keep it as a desktop reference. And then I probably will do another video to talk about PMP books that I recommend. So if this isn't a good resource, you're probably asking, well, what is a good resource? So most people recommend the Read a Book, and I have no problems with the Read a Book, but it didn't work for me. I actually got a copy of it for free, or I should say, back in the day when I took a course, before I took my exam, I had taken a number of hours course, and part of that fee that I paid, they included the Read a Book. I actually purchased a different book, and I'll have to dig it up because I don't have it right in front of me. It's got an orange cover, but it's a different author. I thought it was much better written, and I might do another video on books that I recommend and why. Again, if the Read a Book though is working for you, if you're going through the Read a Book, then you're probably on the right track. If you're following another study guide, you're probably on the right track as well. As long as it's a reputable study guide. If you're trying to use the PMBOK as a learning device, I think you're on the wrong track, and you might want to take a step back and put the PMBOK down and get yourself a good study resource, either from Rita or another one of the reputable books. And you want to focus on practicing questions. So part of the videos that I'll be doing on my channel, some live sessions will be, some question preparation. But whether you work with me, whether you want to, watch other videos with other people, or pay for some courses, you really need to focus on doing questions. You really need to focus on doing lots and lots of exam questions and seeing what types of questions are on the exam and what is really being asked. And there's even some questions that have answers that are really non-intuitive or quite honestly don't even make sense. And you really want to focus on remembering those. Like, I'll give you an example. One that stuck out at me was always, email is not a formal communication. Well, any company I've worked at, if you send the wrong email, they'll use that as a formal communication and you'll be in a lot of trouble. So that's a good example where PMP really doesn't match the real world, but that's okay. But that's why I recommend doing lots and lots of questions and knowing how to answer the right question the right way. So that kind of summarizes today's video. Don't use the PMBOK as your study guide. Get yourself a good study guide. So I'll see you in the next video, and thanks, and remember to like and subscribe. So take care and have a great day. Bye.